my tie on. Check, put the mic on. Restless, we fight on. Tempted to buy one. Next up the icon. Next up the icon. Yes, we the icon. Yes. Icons. 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 Yes, we the icons. 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 Yes.
Huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Mr. Akash Kanjwani, CEO of Skyview Development, for being the next icon of the UAE.
Pushing progress till end of time. Cause we so iconic, yes, we so iconic, yes.
I was born in Pimpri, Pune, and then I moved to Dubai probably in '96. So I did my graduation here in Dubai with BBA with Masters in Marketing. Get an experience, and for Masters, what you need is a 1-year experience with a practical experience. But a friend of mine during that time had purchased a car by working as a broker in few months' time. Now, that was very fascinating, right? You know, how did you manage to get it? He said, I closed a big deal. And I had an investor who was looking to buy a property. I just connected him to few developers, and then I closed the deal and I got a big commission. I said, okay, that's really wow, but I don't think so it's possible. He's like, no, it's possible. So I said, okay, rather than doing anything, let me just try and work in a real estate field. Started my work with a company which was very new. It was a startup with 4 people in the company. I had no idea what the real estate market is, what the commissions are, what the salaries, what the trends are. First day of my job, I was given a paper which says, here are some plots, sell it. The best person to buy a plot is a contractor, right? So I took out all the numbers of all the contractors in Dubai, drafted a fax message. Within 1 hour of the fax being completed, I think we got a call, and there was a gentleman who wanted to buy a plot and he was interested. Turned out this buyer was a very well-known person who comes to office. We closed the deal. My first question was, how much money do I make? Ultimately, I realized that paise to dhang se aa nahi rahe, because every time we close a deal, there was some kind of deductions which were there. Either there was someone else involved. So one fine day, I decided to quit. So next what? I had made a decent money. Instead of buying a car with that money, which was my ultimate motive, I said, why don't I open my own company? And here, what I saw was everybody was entrepreneur, right? You walk on the street, there is new cafes opening, there's new restaurants opening. And the whole tax system and the income that you make encourages you to open something on your own. And it was really very easy because the world is coming to Dubai. There was the port Rashid, which was one of the most trading ports. Then Jebel Ali came up, which was one of the world's biggest port, which came up. And then obviously what put Dubai in the world map was Burj Al Arab and then Burj Khalifa, which really changed how people looked at this place itself. So I think entrepreneurial skills definitely comes from the family to start with. But I think the majority of them has come down with the city itself. During that time, Dubai real estate market started. Dubai started selling properties on a freehold basis in 2002 onwards. I was hearing a lot of people that are queuing up, they're buying properties overnight and then they're selling it out. And understand, for 40-50 years, people over here were not able to buy any property. And I was like, I kept on saying my father, when everybody is buying it, why not, we should buy it. We rather be the first in the line rather than being on the last. So that started the trend. Opened my own company with my own room, no office. I got a trade license. I never wanted to work like a freelancer. I always wanted to do it a legal way. Whenever there was a landline number or call coming, you always had a pressure cooker sound coming from somewhere, a neighbor ringing the bell, or something happening. And that embarrassment, actually one day I decided I'm fed up. I'm gonna go and work from a coffee shop. And my first deal I closed in Starbucks. This was exactly a month after I opened my company. My first office was opened way back in 2006. I think it came, I didn't select this field selected me. Skyview, based on my name, Akash. We wanted to have a grand name which says there is no limit to this. And if you look at the name Skyview, you'll find that there is no limit that where you can see whatever your capacities are. And I think the company has been like that as well. There is no limit to what we can't achieve. Actually, real estate started because I wanted to become a developer, right? Brokerage was just one part of it. I started investing with developers but I never wanted to be a developer without making sure that I understand first the whole process. And this development is just not money-making part. It's about creating icons. It's about creating a building where people will be living for generations. It's about giving them the facilities. It's just not that I sold a building at X price and I made X amount of profit. Because if I wanted to do that, I can still do that by investing in real estate itself. I don't have to be a developer. The time it takes for a developer to make money, you can make much faster money by being just an investor, buying it bulk and reselling with a broker. The ultimate goal of Skyview development is to have a project where you're talking about there is over 1,000 houses that we can deliver in there. But it's not gonna get today. I'm not in a hurry. We want to get there eventually. Any project that Skyview will be launching, we will be taking care of three things. First is the quality. That will be for sure the topmost forte of any development project. Second is the design. So design, if it is right, you can use the space well, you can give better quality and you can keep the cost down. And the third and the most important thing is the financiability. So it should be the most viable project that a person will invest in and make sure that project is financially strong to complete on time with the quality that we have promised. So keeping those in mind, eventually we will be doing either a tower or a community which will be over 1,000 units which is delivered. But in next few years, if I say a short-term goal, I'm looking to finish around 2 million square feet built-up area worth of houses to be delivered in next 2 years. We already have finished one project launched. Second project is in pipeline, which will launch very, very soon. The third project is already in talks. So we'll be looking at that third project as well. And what is giving me immense confidence is the kind of people that we are attracting, whether it is people coming in from India, from London. All these people, they want to invest in our project. All these people, they want to grow and they want to make sure that they are part of Skyview in the beginning years of us. And we will make sure that we take them along for whatever projects that we are going to launch in the future as well.
Well, I feel Skyview has done phenomenal. I mean, ever since I have joined, I always heard about the brand before I joined them. But ever since we've moved ranking with a lot of developers, we've got our team is strengthened. For now, I think the sky is actually the limit because we are aiming at getting a mark with almost all the developers across the portfolio. And we're planning many more countries to kind of visit in the future. About Mr. Akash, I think he should take a holiday because he never stops. He's always full of energy, always kind of motivating the team. I think he's a very enthusiastic individual to work with. I've worked with a couple of other brokerage leaders basically, but the energy he has is fantastic and very encouraging. So that is a very good point to kind of, be in part of his team. He's very real with today's figures. He's absolutely up to date. Very, very strong on his numbers. So that is something that I also look forward to kind of learning from.
First 3 years itself, we must have sold over 1 billion worth of units. Now, billion at that time was a big number. Today, it might not seem like that big because today every developer is launching 1 billion worth of inventory. During those days, the market was still, even there was demand, but there was not enough developers which were launching. And if they were launching, there was not great projects which were there in pipeline. What helped us was really looking at other nationalities, other regions, and at that time only I had got into the idea of development, because the land which was available was increasing every day. The prices of lands were going up. But Skyview's branding at that time was also, I had made sure that whenever we do advertisement or whenever we do branding, we stand out. One of the major things that helped me also was investment into real estate. Now, I was not just doing brokerage, I was also managing funds for my investor, which was trusting me with the kind of decision, which project to buy, when to sell, when to exit. I myself, my first property that I purchased was when I was 21 years old. You know, a lot of people delay their property decision because they want to buy a house for themselves as first property. You just look at one thing. Today's the market value is this. I can afford it? Yes. I can afford the down payment at least. And then can I flip it or can I rent it out? If you look at that, I think much more faster decisions would be made. And most of the time people delay in buying house decision is because they are adamant that what house they want to buy for themselves. And I myself, during that crisis, I lost good amount of money.
Global markets plunge as the 2008 financial crisis deepens, wiping out trillions in value and sending shockwaves through economies worldwide.
2008 is something that I will never forget. Amount of money that we lost was over 20 million. I think that shaped me the way I am, that shaped me the way I think about business. Before 2008, I think I was thinking I'm indestructible. When you that young, you don't look at things at a clear perspective. So for me, it was a loss. This is just, what does this happen? I couldn't believe it. The biggest factor that support you is obviously is in your house itself. It's your parents, especially my mom. She was an anchor behind it. So she just said me one thing. Did you make this money, this kind of money when you started the business? For sure, no. And the money that you're making right now, isn't this enough for you to restart? Definitely. I think those words were enough for me to courage.
My name is Akash Kanjwani and I head the property management division for Skyview. It's more than 10 years that we are married now. He always had one thing, I want to grow. Initially, he had a very, very small setup. Then he had more offices, and of course now we all know what he is and where he is. But since the beginning, he always knew what he's doing. Be it taking a risk, be it growing in various forms, he always had it in his mind. So the way I know Akash then is the same now. He always had a mindset of growth, and that this is what he's doing. Because he has heard a lot of clients, so he knows what their requirement is. So putting all that in place is how Skyview development came up together. He is strong-minded, and because he's very focused, I think there's something or the other he is thinking about. A strategy, maybe something about offers, something how to improve various roles that we have in the office, how to make sure his entire team is satisfied. I think that's one of the things he always wants. His team should be satisfied, you know. That's how you get a good productivity. So this is something which is always on his mind. He has new ideas, and it could be at any hour of the day because his mind is always running. Something or the other is on, be it for work or family. I always tell him, rest your mind, take rest, not only like physically rest, your mind needs rest. But he's always on and up with something or the other.
Life at Skyview is really amazing. Honestly speaking, Skyview is not just only a typical workplace, but it's more than a family where people are engaging every day and sharing experiences, helping each other. So initially when I joined, he used to give us training. I never saw a CEO taking training and all of that stuff. So that was something very new for me, which I really appreciated, and it's a good thing.
Skyview standout for the last 20 years is making sure that we are keeping customer as center of it always. We understand that what is the requirement, and it is not just the requirement that it is they are willing to pay for it. We have to make sure that a person who's investing in an off-plan project is investing so that he gets advantage of monetary wise, that when he resales or when he gets the apartment, the value of the apartment is better than what he bought it at. And that only can be done if we give him the better promises and we deliver on that promises, right? So it has always been there. Skyview has lost a lot of deals with a lot of developers where we were not convinced whether this developer will be able to deliver. In fact, one of the biggest challenge in our company is not how much money you made, is if you're selling a wrong kind of project, or if you're selling a wrong developer, but you're making more commissions, then we pull that agent out, we have a meeting with him, and we need to understand why was this project. In fact, there are a lot of developers which have approached Skyview to sell. We say no. You approach any Skyview agent, and that's what something I'm proud about as a legacy, that you call any Skyview agent and you ask him that there is a project which I should be buying, and this is the project where it is out of the city, the payment plan is unconvinced, but this developer is going to give you 10% commission. The first thing he'll say, no, we don't work with this developer.
Skyview had a lot of name in the market already. It's a very old real estate firm. I've not seen a person like Akash in real estate market. I've worked with many CEOs, and meeting him for the first time, I felt like, it's very easy to approach him. He knows things, and he is very supportive, to be honest. I mean, being a CEO since like 19 years in Dubai market, you are available for each and everyone, not only for directors. He has a room for each and every agent. He's always there. That's the best part.
He's always at work, but I think he's planned it very well. Mrs. is also here, so the family is always together. I think he enjoys equal social time with all his family and all as well. He's blessed with 3 children, so we've seen him making sure that they are part of all the office events and stuff like that. So I think he's pretty family oriented, but definitely spends a lot of time at work.
Akash very connected with his parents. With me, with the kids. So when I got married, he was very particular. Family is my priority. When he is with the kids, he won't look like a CEO at all.
So बच्चों के साथ actually Sunday starts with weekend from Saturday evening onwards, right? So Saturdays are busy with them. Either I am going on a movie with them, or we are staying at home and chilling around. So if you are at home, it's for sure that Saturday night is something we'll be playing PlayStation. Few hours of fun that we have with each other, and they are all excited, and they really look up to it. For me, if I get time, I make sure that I go on a badminton with my friends. That's one habit that I have put. But then Sunday afternoon is again with kids.
And hence we're together because we think alike. Family is always priority.
One mantra that I really believe is that you have to keep going no matter what happens. You might get failure, you might get success, but you have to keep going because every new day comes with new opportunities. And I think you have to be in a positive frame of mind. Things will go wrong, and they have gone wrong in my life as well. But I think until unless I didn't had that kind of scar on my back, I never learned from it. And take that as a learning, because even the biggest failure that I had, the biggest success came only after that. And nothing has stopped me until unless I myself decide that yes, now it's something that I have to give up. So until unless I don't give up, I don't take negativity in my mind and I don't say that's it, I'm done with it and there is no other opportunities left, I don't think so I'll be stopping any further. And if I keep that kind of mindset in my mind, I think whatever failures I do, I will stand back again and I'll keep going back again. And I think this is same thing that I've learned from my wife, the same thing that I've learned from my mother, that they are there as a support. All I have to do is keep going.